Hi there, and welcome to Hyundai Power Products. My name's Adrian, and today I'm going to introduce you one of our new range of lawnmowers for this season. It's the HYM16130PX. So I'll open the box, lay all the contents on the table, and you can see exactly what you get. So I've laid the contents out on the table, and I'll go through them one by one. Obviously, first of all, we've got the main mower unit itself. And we have a pair of lower handles. We have this plastic bag here which has a few bits and pieces in, some of the fastenings we're going to need for assembly, the spark plug spanner and a cable tidy as well. And then we have the grass bag. So there's a little bit of assembly needed with this, I'll show you that. And then finally, and most importantly, the user manual. Now I do recommend that you read the user manual thoroughly before use. The first part of the assembly is to fit the lower handles into the mower. So you'll see that each one of them has a screw. So I'll just remove those two screws before we start, and they've been put there ready so that you've got them in the correct place. So I'll remove the two screws and then we'll fit the lower handles. So the handles themselves are handed, there's a left and a right. But if you think of it, the screw hole goes to the outside of the mower. So this one would go on the left hand side from the operator position, and this one here with a hole there would go on the right hand side. It's important to put them in the right sides. Obviously, you can see the hole here is going to line up with that hole. So I'll fit it in, line it up by eye, push it down in, just make sure we're down firmly, and then put the screw in. Now you will notice I've got good access to this screw hole. What I've done is set the height of the mower on its maximum, and that gives you much better access than when it's on its lowest height. This bar basically is out of the way of the screw when I'm putting it in. So that's just a little, one of Aid's top tips for making the assembly easy. So the next step is going to be fitting the upper handle to the lower handles that we just fitted. And I'm going to need these two bolts which were in the bag and the two blue knobs. So straightforward enough. I'm going to put this one in from the inside to the out first. Now I am on my own doing this, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just place that handle loosely in place. And I'm going to put this one on just temporarily. Okay. So I'll just tighten it up all the way on this one. And that'll keep the handle supported for the more fiddly side, which is this side here, which has two cables. Now I need to be very careful with these cables to keep them out of the way when I'm assembling it. So I need the cables to come over here on the top away from this bar so I don't pinch the cables. Again, bolt through from the inside, find the hole, just hold it there and fit the second one of the blue knobs. So having done it this way, I haven't damaged the cables at all, which if you trap them in between the two belts of handlebars could easily damage the cables, and we don't want to do that with our new mower. So final thing to do, fit the cable tidy. So I'll just carefully put the cables inside there on top of the handle, push down securely, and there we are, that's the cables secured in place. So the final thing is there's a little bit of assembly on the grass collection bag, and you'll see this half round channel all the way around, just fitted around the bars. They're removed for storage when it's being transported to you. And there we are, that's the grass bag assembled. So to fit the grass bag and remove it, of course, you need to lift the rear flap. And you'll see two hooks, one either side, and there are two bars on the grass bag. So we simply need to put the grass bag in onto those bars and drop the top. And to remove it is obviously lift the lid and you can pull it straight back out again. So it's a really simple procedure. The first thing we need to do, as with all petrol Hyundai products, is put oil in the engine. It's shipped to you without engine oil. So 1540 or a 1030 grade engine oil. We'll undo the dipstick. And here is the dipstick. So we need to fill engine oil. Now fill it very gradually, very slowly, because it'll take a while to go down in the engine. And occasionally you dip it, don't screw it in, just dip the dipstick in. And we're looking to get to the maximum mark on the dipstick, so the top of the serrations. So gradually fill it, let it sit in, it might take 10 or 15 seconds so that it levels itself out. Dip it like this, remove the dipstick, and then you'll see the oil level. It needs to be up to this point here. While we're on this side of the engine, I'll just show you the height adjuster. So this has a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 positions on this mower, and it's a single point height adjuster. There are a lot of other mowers on the market of this sort of blade size that have individual height adjusters for each wheel, so this is a far better choice. So to adjust the height, simply pull the lever out. As you can see, that's the lowest cutting height, up a little more, and all the way to the highest height. Really simple and great for the user. I've got the recoil here, and you can see what we call here a pigtail. I'll pull the recoil up and just fit it to the pigtail, which means that the recoil is up here closer to the operator and it's much nicer to use. So if I pull out the recoil, give myself a bit of slack, what I simply do is go over the back of that pigtail, around, out the gap, and let go, and there it is, in a convenient place for the user. So the final part of preparation to use the mower is to add fuel. Now, fresh unleaded petrol is what it takes. No two-stroke, nothing like that. Fresh unleaded petrol. So whenever you refuel the lawnmower, make sure first of all you're in a well-ventilated area. Never fill the mower with fuel while it's running or while it's hot. If you spill any fuel, that fuel might go to the exhaust, which is hot and could cause a fire. So well-ventilated area, ideally outdoors. Let the mower cool down, and definitely not with the engine running. So fresh fuel, and we leave it perhaps 25 millimeters from the opening at the top. Once you've refueled it, screw the cap back on firmly. So to explain the starting procedure for your lawnmower, really simple to start this one. So we have 3 controls. We have the recoil, we have the OPC, which is called operator present control, but this is basically a start-stop lever. When you pull this lever, the engine will run, the mower will start. If you release it at any time, the engine will stop. So typically when you're emptying the grass bag, you let go of the handles to go down to the grass bag, engine stops, it's a safety function. Third thing is the choke. So to start, right back with that lever, that's the choke. Next, we would pull the OPC back and then simply pull the recoil. When the engine has started, we can turn the choke off and you'll hear the engine run a lot smoother, and the engine will just run. So there's no throttle, there's no drive, there's just the OPC which keeps the engine running. So the blade will now be spinning and the mower will cut grass. When you want to stop or change the grass bag, empty the grass bag, simply let go of the OPC, the engine will stop, you can empty the grass bag, pull the OPC, pull the recoil, off it will go. Cold start will always be choke. Mowers vary slightly, some will need choke even when the engine is warm, but typically you may find that you're going to go to like halfway when the engine is warm. But once the engine's running, always turn the choke off, it saves fouling the spark plug. Well, I do hope you like this new addition to our range. For any more information on this or any of our other products, contact www.hyundaipowerproducts.co.uk. I've been Adrian, and thank you for watching.